Welcome back, folks. Now recently I talked a lot about and showed my discuss for the KV-122. It's basically a rehash KV-85, but this video is not about that tank. This video is about the variation and diversity of premium tanks to normal tanks. So we'll answer the age-old question of just exactly how many vehicles are in World of Tanks and how many are premiums and the ratio of different stuff. So we'll take a look. And finally, we'll analyze and discuss the ways of getting money, getting profits, other than using premium vehicles. Because you will run out of tanks. The roster of tanks post World War II and before the modern era is getting lower with the more tanks you add, right? So there are other ways of getting money, making a profit than using premium vehicles. And we'll talk about those. But here is the list of all the premium tanks in the game. So you can see that there are 27 vehicles that are slightly tweaked normal tanks. But pause this video if you want to take a quick look and read the description or skip ahead with this button. So yeah, there are a few, but mostly are relatively okay. So they have a lot of variation, but there are two big culprits. One of them is the M46 Pan KR, which is basically a stock M46. That's it, with a tiger skin, but still. The other one is the Cromwell Berlin, so the Bromwell. So it's basically a stock Cromwell, and that's it. So in all respects, and in the overview of all the vehicles, it's not that bad. There's no rehash of existing vehicles into normal or into premium tanks without changing some of the texture or changing the skin out. So that's good on behalf of Wargaming parts. But here is the KV-122. It's rehashing the KV-85 without anything, without a skin, without texture or collision models update. So super lazy, blatant cash grab, and that's why I hate about it. But here are all the vehicle statistics, the overview. So as of 9.16, there are 444 vehicles available to the player base. Now, some of these vehicles are super hard to get, like the Type 59, the Panzer IV, so the Panzerkampfwagen 5/4. That's pretty hard to get. Or the M6 Mutant, the M6A2E1. Very hard. So, yeah, but you still could get it with codes or frank gifts from the developers, whatever. You can still get it. But there are 444 vehicles available to the player base. 336 of them are normal, so you can get these right off the bat from the tech tree if you have the free XP to get them. 31 vehicles are available as premium, and there are 108 total special and premium vehicles in the game. So 108 minus 31, that's the number of vehicles not available and special to the game. So the old, limited release of premium tanks like the KV-5 or what else? The Yak Tiger 88, stuff like that. There are 5 press account and moderator only vehicles. These are the ISU 130, T44 85 and 122, the Kini Otsu, and what else? The NTLS 1G14. I think I pronounced it right, or the MTLS. Yeah, that's the twin machine gun light tank from the Americans. So yeah, the red ones are the special moderator only restricted vehicles. But as you can see, these are all the tanks that you could get. So with the Swedes and with the end of the year gift, the Landsberg L60 and the Patriot tank, the Patriot Sherman Jumbo, I wish, the Patriot Jumbo Pershing, we have 465 tanks in the game. That's pretty neat. And with all the leak videos or leak vehicles from the leak videos, that's 495 vehicles different. So you can take a look at all the vehicles. So the Germans are 77 out of 367, the premium as well. So adding premium into the normal, you have 367. 77 of them are Germans. So yeah, that's a fifth of all the vehicles available normally are Germans. Surprising, huh? And the next one is the Russians, obviously, and then the Americans and yada yada. You can read a spreadsheet, right? So these are all the stats, but 2 out of all the premiums are exact duplication of vehicles collision models and used as a premium when the normal version is present. Now it does have a skin, so there are some technicalities, but still, I really don't like it. You can mod the skin on the PC version. I mean, it's fine for the console version or the Blitz version because you cannot usually mod the skin. But for the PC version, the PC Master Race, you can mod the skin. So why the hell would you do this, right? It's pointless. So, 11 of those are slight duplications with some difference like textures or toolbox or mesh, if you will. So there are difference. And 14 of them look like they are the same, but they're totally not. So you can go back to the previous page of this one to check out, but you can also download this spreadsheet. I'll put a link into the description below. But yeah, some of these vehicles do look like the same, like the Type 62 to the WZ131, but in all reality, the track is different, the texture is different, and there's some collision difference, so it's not exactly the same. There is effort, all right, but you can take a look. You can take a look at the spreadsheet. So the main question is to ask yourself, does having a different skin for normal tanks and marking them as a premium with same or different effects, how do you feel about that? Because it's on the PC, you can mod the skin, so that's kind of pointless. Also, what do you feel about making a normal tank a premium with different stats, but with the same model? That's the KV122. So it's a complete definition of a blatant cash grab, lazy cash grab. So when does the effort meter reach 0 and becomes completely just a cash grab? So when does the effort become super empty, I guess? That's not an analogy, whatever. And when does such action show the developers do not really care about the community and just throws trash out, shove trash into your face, and you would buy it? So when does that happen for you? So I am honestly for reduced effort, but if you're having it for a good cause. So vehicles like the Cromwell, the Berlin Cromwell, I mean, you are taking some of the proceeds and putting them into charities and helping veterans. So I'm for that. I mean, if I'm giving you money, at least some of it goes towards helping other people. So that's fine with me. I'm for wargaming to make decent materials, and I'm buying it with $60, a AAA actual game, retail game price. But I'm buying that for using that money for a tank, a digital tank. But if you're doing amazing contents, I mean, decent materials, I'm happy if I'm doing that. Also, I'm for milking my tits dry if you are having amazing contents, amazing supports, amazing updates, each and every patch. But that's currently not the case, right? So you cannot milk me when there's nothing going on. And you're not showing that you're developed or you're supporting the community and you're dedicated to the community as much as you milking us right now. So that's bullshit. So yeah, that's the questions you have to ask yourself. But here are the techniques of making money rather than using premium tanks. So the main problem when adding a new premium vehicle into the game, premium vehicles into the game to make money, is a lot of people will complain. So here are some of the major questions or major complaints. So why would you add new content than adding new vehicles? So why did you power creep my favorite tank? Why wouldn't you fix the current problems than adding new vehicles? Or why would you make the OP premiums like the Scorpion G? What the frick, right? Why would you allow noobs or tomatoes or griefers to buy high tier premiums? Or why would you let people rent the high tier premiums? So these are the actual complaints, and these are legitimate. So a lot of players do feel like this about the premium vehicles. So in order to avoid the premium vehicle introduction barrage of hatred or complaints, you do not have to use premium vehicles as the main source of getting profit. So there are also not that many well-suited vehicles left in the roster. Also, making a premium of a normal tank with new skin will be overshadowed by skin mod. So people will judge you because it's the PC. You can just skin mod stuff. So here are some of the solutions for that. So in Armor Warfare, you have a veteran slash battle hardened status for normal tanks. So you make more credits with these vehicles if you paid a gold amount for it. So you can see with Armor Warfare, there we go. So with battle hardened, you can pay a certain amount of gold to make a vehicle, a special status like a premium tank. Doesn't have all the capabilities of a premium, doesn't make as much credits or crew XP, but does make more than the default version. So it makes your normal tank feel a lot better because you're making a lot more credits and crew XP. You can actually use it as a premium tank. So why couldn't we have that? I mean, it makes playing your favorite tanks even better. Like, if you like to play the T29 or T110E5, let's give you some money or give you more money or crew experience by you paying a gold amount. So this would be like converting your normal tank into premium tanks without being a rehash. You get it? That's a great idea. That's amazing from Armor Warfare perspective. That's amazing. I love it. But why couldn't you just do that without adding normal tanks or adding premium tanks that were basically rehash of normal tanks? That doesn't make sense, right? So you can see the difference in the amount with battle hardened status. So add additional 10% of XP and 25% more credits compared to premium tanks, which are 50% to the credits and 20% to the XP. So there is a difference. So buying premiums are still viable, but you can still upgrade your normal tanks so you can play your favorite tanks and still love it even more. So that's an amazing idea. Next one is unlock next set of personal missions with gold. So a lot of players do not play artillery or light tanks or tank destroyers. Why not just unlock next set of personal missions and have them enjoy more personal missions for their favorite vehicle class when they finish it, rather than completing other classes that they do not like. Also, we could have more personal missions to unlock, and you can speed up the process by using gold. So write more personal missions. Yeah, write more personal missions, guys. Next up, we have the random loot. So this is just everywhere. This is the default of the current MMO strategy or pricing strategy or profit strategy. So you have it in League of Legends with a mysterious box, whatever, treasure chesting, so mystery gift. You have it in Hearthstone with the random packs. You have it in Overwatch with the random treasure chesting. You have it in War Thunder with the chesting. You have it in Armor Warfare with the crate thing. So random, just random stuff, random crates, random gift. A lot of players like it, and if you could get it from vehicle efforts or efficiency on the battlefield or from credits, then a lot of players will play the game just so they could get the crates, just for the randomness of the rewards, because people like random stuff. It's fun, it's exciting. It's like opening up random packs in Hearthstone and just people dump money into it. Just like playing casino with I forgot the shit. Playing slots. Oh my god, I forgot slots. Holy crap. So it's like that, right? But just add that into the game. Very simple. And here is two different aspects of making more money. So it's like the War Thunder's visual camo. So you already have the emblems and inscriptions. Why not go a step further and add more stuff? So you could customize like a fuel tank or toolbox or cables or logs onto your tank. But these equipments, so quote unquote, these artifacts or just a texture model are not permanent. So you could buy these for your tank with gold. So these are emblems and inscriptions to the next level. So it's like adding a spoiler or adding different spoiler or rims to your tank. So using a racing game as comparison, obviously, but you can add more stuff to your vehicle. Now, you could not make these, super OP, like spare track links into actual armor, because when War Thunder introduced it, when you could add spare track links and sandbags as additional armor, people abused the hell out of people abused the hell out of it. So they added all spare track links as additional armor, and you basically break the game. Add all the track links, why not? But let's not have it as additional armor. Let's have it as, normal boring stuff like toolbox that does not do anything, but people will like it to add a personal flavor to their tanks. So personalization is very important. Now, after all of these, I have thought up 4 specially unorthodox and unsportsmanlike useless crap, but these will still make the money concepts for the game. So just hear me out, alright? Just humor me. But these are super useless and actually detrimental to your gameplay. But these are fun, so let's take a look. So the first one is custom skin. So it's visible to all players. When you're skin modding, the skin mod is only available to you. You can only see it by yourself. Other players do not see it. So it's only client based. But if you can have custom skin, so it's available to all the players, let's add, unrealistic stuff like pink camouflage for everybody. So let's add negative camouflage rating to it. Fine, whatever. But I'll have a pink tank and I'll crush you with it. That sounds fun, right? People will pay for it. I'll pay for it to annoy the crap out of you because it's a super eyesore. That's the main reason. I'm paying money to annoy you. So people will do it. Next up is car horns for tanks. So press a button, make a car. Annoy the crap out of people. So these are, super annoying as all hell. You cannot make these permanent, so charge regularly, like every week or every day, like $5 every day, because these will annoy the crap out of people. So turn these off for team or clan wars or tournaments. But if you have casual mode in World of Tanks, I want to have these to annoy the crap out of random players. Car horn, special, right? Next up is hydraulics for suspension. So you can raise your tanks up and down. Yeah. You see where I'm getting with this, right? So yeah, you can shift your tank up and down, but they can also apply to your sloping of your armor. Interesting. We already have the hydropneumatic suspension, but let's add it for everything. Why not? And finally, we have particle replacement. So flamethrowers. Every time you shoot your main gun, there will be like a small flamethrower, or confetti for smoke grenades. I don't know if we ever have smoke in the game, and let's replace it with confetti. So why not? So, but the overview of all these unorthodox, useless crap is you combine all previous 4 into one. So you can BM BM your opponents when you kill them like a boss. So basically the same as dancing in League of Legends. So super unsportsmanlike, bad manners, but it's funny, it's entertaining. You're paying money to do so, and it's useless. It's boring, useless crap. It does not do anything for you. It may be even detrimental, but think about it this way. A lot of players will also grief you just by suiciding in the first 2 minutes, right? So why not could I just dance? It doesn't matter, right? If there are griefers, why can't I just do other stuff that's entertaining? I'm not actually griefing you, I'm doing entertaining stuff, but if I get punished, that's also funny. So here is the conclusion. If the devs want to progress the game and appeal to more audience and player base, then there are 2 boundaries that they need to cross. So the first one is personalization. All right, you need to be special. Every tank in the game needs to be special to their player or their owner. Because if I'm driving my Hellcat, I want my Hellcat to look different than any other Hellcats. Or if I want to drive my T110E4, T110E5s, Yak Panzer E100, I want to have a speciality with the tank that other players who also has the same tank. So personalization and customization is very important, and also realism. So if you want, the special stuff like the pink skin, the car horns, you have to go a little bit beyond realism. So a lot of players or a lot of developers do not like realism, like only likes realism, does not like, artificial stuff like pink tanks. Yeah, it does annoy the crap out of players, but it's only, other players have it. It's not your tank. You don't have to look at it, whatever, right? So, two boundaries, personalization and realism. Cross it, you can make more money. Simple enough. Also, currently tied by lack of personalization. So, it's been a year since Rubicon. And Rubicon was the emblem and inscription fiasco. So, I already talked about personalization way back then. But we still did not have all the fancy stuff that I could wanted from that video. So you can go back to watch that video. But sucks. No personalization. Also, there should be a rank mode if you want to separate the tryhards from the casuals. So I don't care if you play tryhard in the normal mode, but our players are super serious, aggressive about their winning. Does it really matter? It's a random match. You don't get special stuff. It's not like there's gold on the line or premium tanks on the line. Why are you trying so hard? Why couldn't I have bad mannering? Have you saw my Taylor Swift bad manner video against that Otter player or whoever player? I don't remember, but I was super bad mannering and not killing him. He was playing artillery, the B2 artillery, the French artillery, and I was playing the Super Pershing. And I was bad mannering the crap out of him, but that was entertaining. That was super fun. Why couldn't we have that for the casual mode, right? So getting new premium vehicles is only a temporary solution. There is a limited number of premium tanks or actual tanks available for you to use as premium. So if you want the players to be excited, you must allow the players to show off what they got, what they accomplished, and what they created. So like what's that game? That game with from Gaijin that allows you to customize different stuff, like adding a cannon or different stuff. So you must allow that into World of Tanks by adding different customization and personalization to the tanks. So make them feel special and let them celebrate when they win or celebrate when they kill a Unicum or something. Yeah, if you kill me on the battlefield, honk your horn. That would be hilarious, right? But we don't have that. So like a year before with the Rubicon video that I talked about with the emblems and inscriptions and whatever. So we still don't have the personalization. We still don't have the customization that I would like to prefer. So history repeats itself. But there you go, folks. The profits, the techniques for the profits, and the amount of vehicles actually in the game that's different than each other. So you can download the spreadsheet in the description of this video. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.